All right. Due to technical difficulties, I could not record yesterday. So that means that today I'm kind of trying to do a little double here. I'm going to try to sneak a couple things in. So I want to talk about Comic-Con and something that happened a week ago, the Pokemon 25th anniversary, where they made up 3 pretty big announcements. So let's go through them. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
So, yesterday sucked. I don't know how it went for you guys, but here where I live, we didn't have any electricity all damn day. And by all day, I mean all day. I got home, was supposed to, I guess I give you a quick little breakdown of how my day goes. I usually get home from the radio station. I edit out the P1 podcast, maybe have some food or something. Then I go down to my garage. I feed my reptiles, or I put them out in their little pool area or something for them to work out. Then maybe I work out down there or something, depends on the day. And then it depends on the day. Either I take a nap, or I watch some TV, or I go to work, or it depends on the day. Depends on the day. Anyway, so yesterday I got home, no electricity, which means that I cannot open up my fridge because, you have to keep the cold in there, which means that I cannot use the microwave. I cannot use the stove because it's electric. I cannot go to the garage, open it up. I cannot use my computer to edit. I couldn't do anything. It sucked. It was horrible. It was really annoying. And then I got a text saying that at 6:30 it should be fixed. So I decided, you know what, 6:30, I'll just take a nap. Why not? I'll just take a nap. Woke up at around 6:30, and at 7 I got another text saying the electricity will probably be back at 10:30. And then I was like, fuck. So now I started to freak out because my reptiles, the electricity's gone. That means that my reptiles have no heat, and it's getting pretty cold. And I don't know if you know this, reptiles don't like cold, and they haven't eaten. And they didn't eat yesterday because usually I leave one day of the week that they don't eat. And since, well, yesterday, I mean the day before, Wednesday, I knew I was going to be out of town, so I figured this is the day they don't eat. And the point is, it was all going off the rails, and it sucked. Fortunately, late at night, it did come back. Then, I mean, very late, like 9:30, so I just rushed down there, gave them hot water, put a little hot water in their pool while while the heating came back up and everything went back to normal, but it sucked. Honestly, it just sucked. It was a crappy day. I couldn't do anything. Fortunately, I got the Switch and stuff. And, I have an external battery, so that kept me entertained. But it sucked. I couldn't open up my fridge, man. That sucks. When you're bored, you sometimes just walk to your fridge, open it, see nothing, and then close it and open it again and hope that there's something there. Couldn't do that. Anyway, let's get into this because I already rambled on more than I expected to, and I wanted to keep this one quick. So here you go. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Also, I stream on YouTube and on Twitch, usually when I have electricity, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, on YouTube and on Twitch at Super Dario World. If you want to join me, I'm starting to learn to appreciate the chat. It's becoming fun. It's becoming a habit. Let's say I'm learning to get into it. It's fun. Anyway, Mondays and Fridays are usually wild cards. And maybe I'll do another wild card tomorrow. I don't know. It depends. Honestly, it really depends on how things go today and how hungover I am. Because, I'm still going to celebrate my birthday a little. It's my birthday week and I want to do a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into this. First off, let's talk about the Comic-Con thing. It's been announced that this year's Comic-Con will also be Comic-Con at home. And basically, that's my opinion. It sucks. It's going to suck. Well, hopefully they've learned. Like, DC did a pretty neat event at home. It was actually legit. It was fun to be there. You saw a whole bunch of stuff that actually had celebrities from the movies. But Comic-Con, I think it's dead. The COVID might have killed it. I don't see it coming back because now everybody's doing their own event. It's possible that it goes back to being kind of like just a nerd event and for all the unknowns out there and for all the old school celebrities and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be for the premier event anymore. I don't see it coming. And them canceling it this far out seems like a bad idea. Hopefully they'll change their minds, but I don't know. It's not a good sign. Like I maybe tomorrow I'll get a little bit, maybe next week I'll get a little bit deeper into it, but to me it's just not a good sign to do it at home again. And like it's losing its prestige it was already at risk that the city was going to lose it. I don't see it coming back, or at least coming back to what it was, like the premier entertainment event of the world. I don't see it happening anymore. So bad news there. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but we'll see. Next, let's talk about Pokemon. So Pokemon 25th anniversary happened last week, and they made 3 pretty big announcements. They showed a whole bunch of other stuff, but there's only 3 things that matter. And actually, it's easier if you just follow along here. So I'm just gonna put it up on screen if you want to follow. The 3 big things. So first off, they announced the release date and everything for the new Pokemon Snap. Now, by the way, it's coming out on April 30th. I'm pretty excited for it. I don't know if you're excited for it, but I'm pretty excited for it. If you've never played Pokemon Snap, it was originally came out in the Nintendo 64. Basically, you are a character that goes out on safari and takes pictures of Pokemon, and they give you ratings on how good the pictures are. It was awesome. I loved that game. And you could also do like special things. It unlocks special events if you take certain pictures of certain Pokemon at certain times. There's also, like, for example, rock formations that made certain Pokemons. It was I spent a good amount of time playing that game, trying to get the perfect score for every picture. It was fun. It was a fun experience. So it's coming out for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not exactly sure how many major changes are going to be done to it. I hope they don't, but we'll see. Like I said, it was fun. It's actually a really fun title. At least it used to be. Who knows? Well, who knows if they're gonna make you actually have to move the Switch as a camera? That could be a fun little gimmick. I don't know. We'll see. I'll wait and see. I'll let you know. So that's the first one. Next, they announced they're going to do basically a remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Now, they've done this for several generations. You know how they originally we had originally was red and green. Then in America is red and blue, and then yellow came out. And so years later, they came out with Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is basically an updated version of red and blue, because they did a whole bunch of changes. And so they've been doing that with every generation. They did it. What was it? Soul Silver and Heart Gold, which were also pretty fun. Like, the updates are pretty cool, especially when the games start feeling like there's a big difference between Pokemon Red and Pokemon Fire Red, and I mean night and day. It's an extremely superior game. And so I was okay with it. And so now it's the time for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which, as far as gameplay goes and all that stuff, I don't think they've changed that much. I think one of the big changes is that it's coming out for the Switch. So it's in the Sinnoh region, and it's coming out for the Switch, and it looks, 3D. So other than that, I don't see any major changes coming out. The starters here are Tortig, Chimchar, and Piplup. I'm guessing they're going to change the animations for it, because that's a must. But I don't see them doing much here. Like, after Gen 3, the game started, getting pretty solid. They changed a few things here and there, like what was it, X and Y? They tried the Mega Evolution, or was it Moon? Was it Sun and Moon? I don't know. I think it was X and Y that they tried the Mega Evolutions, which I loved. I'm always a big fan of the Mega Evolutions. I don't know why they took them away. And then in the newest game, Sword and Shield, they're trying Gigamax evolutions, which I'm not as big as a fan. Like, Mega was awesome because it's an actual extra evolution to certain Pokemon, and the style and everything changed. It looked pretty cool, and their stats changed. It was a considerable change. In Gigamax, they just get bigger, and some of them change a little bit, not all of them. So it was not as cool. Like, I'm a Mega guy. Also, Mega sounds way cooler. So I don't know. We'll see what major changes they do here. I don't think it's going to be many other than style. Like I said, it's 3D now. But we'll see. And last but not least, and this is the big one, because this is the one that I actually want to spend maybe a little bit of time for. And this is Pokemon Legends Arcus. Arceus. I honestly have no idea how you say this. I think it's Arcus, but whatever. So it's going to be coming out on early 2022. Do yourself a favor. Watch the trailer right now. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Basically, we are going back in time. So again, the Sinnoh region, before it was, when it was first, you're one of the first colonizers apparently, and your objective is you want to create or fill out the first Pokedex for that region. So it's an unknown region, and you want to be the first person out there to explore all the Pokemon and build a Pokedex. which sounds epic because the gameplay here, it looks kind of Legend of Zelda-ish, Breath of the Wild. It's an open world game, which for years, people have been begging for an open world Pokemon game. It's like, you guys want to make $1 billion? Make an open world Pokemon game. It looks like you can actually like crawl nearby Pokemon and throw your Pokeball, or you can actually fight. I'm stoked. Cause unfortunately, I'm not trying to be too excited because we did get burned with Sword and Shield. This is kind of what I expected Sword and Shield to be, like an open world Pokemon game, and it wasn't. But it's looking that way. Like, it's looking that way. I don't know. At least with the first trailer, it looked exciting. At first, I was like, "Oh man, you're just gonna crawl and throw the Pokeball. This is going to be basically Pokemon Go, but in the Switch. This is gonna be stupid." But no, you can actually fight. You actually have starter Pokemon. It's weird. The starters are pretty weird. It's a weird batch here. It's Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. So 3 Pokemon from 3 different regions, and in a way, I guess it makes kind of sense. Because you're colonizer, so you came from somewhere else. Obviously, the Pokemon that you're bringing they can't be from the Sinnoh region. I don't know, because that's the Pokédex you're trying to fill out. So it makes sense. I didn't see it coming. Out of these 3, this is actually a tough choice because Rowlet is pretty good. Cyndaquil's cool, but Oshawott, like it ends up being a samurai sea lion. Like how samurai sea lion. That's super cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have issues picking this one. Other than that, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to be similar to all the other Pokemon games, but so far, this seems like it's a radical change for the franchise. Like, they even say here, a bold new direction. And, I mean, obviously, it's not that radical of a change, but if this is them dipping their toes into the open world direction, I am 100% in. They should just keep going, man, because that's what this franchise needs. And maybe a little bit more violence. But that's what they need. They need an open world Pokemon game. Like, imagine Skyrim meets Pokemon. That'd be fucking epic. You're just walking around, all of a sudden, Charizard attacks you. There's actually a mod for Skyrim where it's Pokemon, which is epic. Except, because you're beating up Pokemon and you kill them. But still, it looks pretty cool. You see just the Charizard flying around. It's fun. So, I'm waiting to see what gimmicks they add here, because I mean, like, if there's a ground Pokemon, you may have to dig, you may have to set up a few traps. If they kind of go like the Monster Hunter route here, that could be cool. You got to track them and stuff like that. Could be interesting. I don't know how many Pokemons you can have in your party. I don't know if you can only have one. I don't know. We'll see. But it sounds at least different. Now, like I said, don't want to get too excited because we have been burned recently, and Pokemon sometimes adds a few gimmicks that really, really suck. Like, they've been making the games easier for some dumb reason. Like, listen, all right, what is it? The thing that I hated about Sword and Shield is the automatic experience share. Now, I know, I get it. Some people like experience share. It's like it helps you train your team faster, but I hated that I couldn't turn it off. By the way, for those of you who don't know, experience share basically means that every single Pokemon in your party gets experience for the fight you just had. Not just the Pokemon that were in the fight. I mean, every single Pokemon in your party gets experience for that fight. And I hated it because I like training my own Pokemon. I like training every single one step by step. Otherwise, I don't feel like I actually earned anything. I hate having Pokemon that evolve, and I've never actually had them in a fight. It sucks. Anyway, it takes longer. I don't care. Anyway, so I hated that it was automatic, that you couldn't have the option to turn it off. To me, that was basically a game breaker. That made it no longer fun for me. It sucked. It was a horrible experience. But here, if they add something like that here, that would suck too. Because again, I hate experience share. And it bugs me that they make the games easier and easier. Now, I get it. The argument is like, hey, well, it's for little kids. We want to make it easier for little kids so they don't get stressed out and they can actually finish the game, stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. Bull fucking shit. I was a little kid when Pokemon came out, and I did fucking fine, okay? If I was able to pass it, you should be able to pass it. I was like, what? 25 years ago, I was a 7-year-old kid. I fucking did it. You should be able to do it, you stupid 7-year-old. And if you're not older than 7 years old, you shouldn't be playing Pokemon anyway. It's too violent. Anyway, so yeah, those are the 3 big announcements. I'm looking forward to them. I don't know about you guys. I'm looking forward to them. Especially the last one. I don't know if I'm gonna get the remake, to be honest. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if I need it in my life. So far, I'm good. I'll wait for Arceus, unless it just looks so good and I have nothing else to spend my money on, which I don't really see happening. But yeah, I'll probably just wait for Legends just to see what the hell's up with that one. That one seems exciting, but we'll see. That's it for today. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Streaming YouTube and Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays at Super Dario World at 8 p.m. ish. Mondays and Fridays are wild cards, so maybe there's gonna be one, maybe not. We'll see. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.